The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions more than 100 years, and today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And now the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. Third down coming up after that running play. And the call is a quarterback sneak. And the defense rises up and stops him short on third down.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. Third down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, first down. But no. The defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It's like no gain to me. It'll be fourth down in inches.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Here's the handoff on a counter. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Using his legs here. Finding space at the 20. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Trojans are in the red zone. Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. What a weapon for this offense. A quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You've got everything covered. You make the right call. And all of a sudden, this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme, and you better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Extending the play now.
Yeah, I love a bootleg with a dual-threat quarterback who can get to the outside away from that pressure and give him the option to either throw the ball downfield or, as you see here, he has the athletic ability to pick up a few yards.
Defense is coming after him. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now, defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. A handoff to the back. Powering through. Finds room at the 30. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a 1st down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. We're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
Play action here on 1st down. Short throw complete to the tight end. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the Trojans line it up with 1st and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles, but the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16 and would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 40. Past the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. They'll try the right here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The important third down play coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. He'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? He'll hand it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's an out route. The catch made.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, I'm surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Tipped and then dropped. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Comes the USC offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with any more urgency. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Touchdown, Oregon. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. The defense playing a huge role here. They score, and suddenly we're tied with a conference championship on the line.
Wow, this is unbelievable drama right here. I just happen to be looking at the head coach when they created that turnover. He's running on the sideline almost like he's trying to chase the ball carrier into the end zone. Huge play and changes the momentum of this game.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they'll start the drive. And the USC offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Running with purpose. Solid run. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Hit as he released it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Keeping him on the ground here. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
2nd down and goal. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Trojans offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Cut quickly. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead.
Down he goes, a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Breaks free. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And the Trojans will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And there's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Chris, you know how it goes in football. When it works out well for the offensive coordinator on 3rd and long on a run play, he's a genius. And if it didn't, of course, everybody on social media will be saying that he needs to be fired and it's too conservative of a call. You wonder what they'll do on that next 3rd down.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 34-yard try. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. The Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. And keep this drive alive right here.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. It's a shotgun run call. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man-to-man coverage. You run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4 down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Southern California. This quarterback on fire today. Methodical but effective. They're probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? Handoff to the right side. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the second down play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Going for his running back. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
He's going to take off. Impressive spin move. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Linebacker shifting around now. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And he'll set up to throw. He finds his man. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan.
Touchdown, Oregon. This offense really clicking. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Let's see if he can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. important second down play coming up. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Catch is made down the middle. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. This time a completion. And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. Physical run breaks through a tackle. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. They'll give it to the back. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead.
Chris, good job here on that stop. But remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. So you got all 3 to use. At what point you're going to start putting those into play?
So in one play, they go from being backed up to 1st and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 1st and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. The coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Ducks. Still no answer for this offense. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Second down play coming up for this offense.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll test the right side here. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.